Jai Hind everyone. Today's topic is lattice in discrete mathematics. Subject code is BMC 104 for MCA first sem. Myself Deepti Arora, Assistant Professor, MCA Department, Ajay Kumar Garg Engineering College. So before discussing what is lattice, let us discuss about some semi-lattice, which is of two types: meet semi-lattice and join semi-lattice. And then we will discuss what is lattice. So before discussing lattice, first of all, let us discuss about the meet semi-lattice. So for meet semi-lattice, we are having different name, or we can say we have different alternatives, which we can say greatest lower bound, or we can call it as meet, infimum, or the end operator can denote the meet operation. What does this meet operation means? This means that for any pair of elements in a hash diagram, we have to find the least greatest lower bound for this. That means lower bounds are always at the lowest part of the hash diagram, so that for if we are talking about two elements in a hash diagram, let us suppose we are taking C and D, then what will be the least elements in this? A would be the least element and the B will be the least element, that is below these elements, and we have to find the greatest lower bound. That means we have to find the lower bounds in these. To find out the lower bounds, we have different phenomena. That is, first we have to find out what are minimal element, maximal element, then maximum, then greatest, and after that we have to find the meet or join. While finding the meet or join, the simplest method is that for every pair we have to find the meet. For every pair of elements in a lattice, we have to find the meet of them. What is meet now here? How can we find it directly? We can find it by signifying that whenever the two elements meet at the same point, at the very first point in the hash diagram, that will be its meet. Suppose if we are talking about C and D, then for C and D, the very first point where they meet is A. You can see here, the very first point where they are meeting is A. So for C and D, their meet will be A. Then for E and F, their meet will be D. For F and D, where they are meeting at first, it will be D. For D and B, it will be B. For E and D, it will be D. The very first point where they are meeting. For E and C, it will be C. So with this logic, we are finding the meet in a hash diagram, or we can say in a lattice. Next one, we have to search for the single bottom in meet, because we have to find the lower bound, and lower bound is always at the below of the hash diagram, that is at the very starting of the hash diagram. So we have to find the greatest lower bound at just below. So for this, we have to search for the single bottom. If we are not having a single bottom, we are not able to find the meet. So here we are having the single bottom. So what is the meet here? What is the meet here? For A and C, the very first point to meet is B. For B and D, the very first point is D. For A and C, it is B. For B and C, it is B. For A and B, it is B. So from this, we are able to find how we can find the meet. Now we will talk about the meet semi-lattice. In the meet semi-lattice, we have to find for every pair, we have to find the greatest lower bound, or we have to find the meet. If we are unable to find the meet in a semi-lattice, then we say that this will be not a meet semi-lattice. That means for each single pair of element, we have to find the greatest lower bound or meet or infimum. If we are unable to find out any single pair, then we will say this will not be a meet semi-lattice. Again, I have told you earlier also that for finding the meet, we have to search for the single bottom. Now for finding the single bottom, we can just see the hash diagram and can tell that whether it is having a single bottom or not. If we are not having a single bottom, then we are unable to find the meet. So looking at the first diagram, we can clearly see that for the pair A and B, we are unable to find the lower bound because no element is related to A and B. So this can't be a meet semi-lattice. Again, see this figure, next figure. In this, we are having a single bottom. Now search for the greatest lower bound. That is, for A and C, we are having B. For B and D, we are having D. For A and B, we are having B. For C and B, we are having B. So this is definitely a meet semi-lattice. Now we will search for the next one. Single bottom is here. Yes, it is a single bottom. Now we have to search for every existing pair. For A and B, we are having A, that is the very first point where they are meeting. For C and B, the very first point where they are meeting, B, so it will be a B. For D and C, the very first point where they are meeting, that is C. Now again check for other pairs A and C, we are having A, B and D, we are having B, A and D, we are having A. So for each and every pair, we are having the meet. So this will be a meet semi-lattice. Now check this one. Again, search for the single bottom. Here for the single bottom, what we are finding? We are not having the single bottom here. So this can't be a meet semi-lattice. Again, next, we are having a single bottom. Yes, we are having a single bottom here. Now search for the every pair of element. For A and B, the very first point of meeting is D. And again, for A and B, we are having C. So here are two greatest lower bounds that are existing for. So here are two greatest lower bounds of meet for the pair A and B, or we can say, we can write it as, that is, for A and B, we are having the greatest lower bound as D, that is meet, and again for A and B, we are having C as the greatest lower bound. So here are two tie-ups. Two tie, that is a tie between C and D. So we are saying for A and B, we are unable to find the meet. That is why, because from C and D, we can't pick only one. We have to pick only one and we are unable to find. That means for A and B, we are unable to find the meet. So this is not a meet semi-lattice. Again, single bottom. Yes. Now search for each and every pair. For D and C, we are getting B. For D and C, we are getting B. For D and A, we are getting A. For for C and A, we are getting A. For E and D, we are getting D. For E and C, we are getting C. Yes, for each and every pair, we are getting a meet. And again, now see for this figure. In this figure, yes, we are having a single bottom. Yes, we are having a single bottom. Now we have to search for the different pairs so that we can find out the meet. For D and C, we are having A. For D and B, we are having D. For B and C, we are having C. For A and B, we are having A, C. We can see the joining here. For A and B, we are getting B. For A and C, we are getting C. For A and D, we are getting D. Yes, for each and every pair, we are getting the meet. So this is a meet semi-lattice. Now, search for this one. Again, single bottom? Yes. Now, for A and C, we are getting B. For D and F, we are getting E. For D and A, we are getting A. For F and C, we are getting C. For E and C, we are getting C. For E and D, we are getting D. For E and A, we are getting A. The very first point where they are meeting, that is A. So this is a meet semi-lattice. Now, let us talk about the joint semi-lattice. It is just opposite of meet semi-lattice, or we can say we have to find the least upper bound or join, or we can say supremum or OR. These are the different synonyms of join. Supremum, that means we have to search on the top. From the very first top, we have to find out the least upper bound. That is, from all upper bounds, we have to find the least one. Again, how we can search for each and every pair, because here it is saying for joint semi-lattice that for every pair of element, we have to search for the join. If for every pair of element join exists, then it will be called as join semi-lattice. Now to find out the least upper bound, we have to search for the first single bottom, single top. If it is having a single top, then we have to search for each and every single pair of element the least upper bound. How can we search? Again, the same criteria as we have used in meet, we will use in join. That is the very first place where they are meeting, or the very first point where two elements are meeting, then this will be known as join. So let us take the examples here. The very first hash diagram, to prove it that it can be a join semi-lattice, we have to search for the single top. Is there a single top? No. E and F both are on the top, so it can't be a joint semi-lattice. Again, single top is there? No, it can't be a joint semi-lattice. Again, single top? Yes, we are having a single top. Now search for each and every pair of element. For A and B, the very first point of meeting is B, so its least upper bound is B. For B and C, the very first point is meeting is C, so C will be its least upper bound. For C and D, the very first point of meeting is D, so D will be its least upper bound. For A and C, the very first point of meeting is C, so C will be its least upper bound. For A and D, D. For B and D, D. So for each and every pair, we are getting the join, or we can say the least upper bound. So this will definitely be a join semi-lattice. Now again, search for the single top. No, we are not having a single top here. So this can't be your joint semi-lattice. Again, search for the single top. Again, we are not having a single top. See this figure also single top? No single top. Now see these two figures. Now for these two figures, we have to find out the joint semi-lattice or not. Again, single top? Yes. Now search for each and every pair. For D and C, the very first point of meeting is E. For D and E, the very first point of meeting is E. For E and C, the very first point of meeting is E. For B and D, the very first point of meeting is D. For B and C, the very first point of meeting is C. For A and B, B. For A and C, C. For A and D, D. So for each and every pair of element, we are able to find the join. For B and E also, we can find the very first point. So we can say that this is a join semi-lattice, because for each and every pair of element, we are able to find the join. Now again, see this figure. We are having a single top? Yes. Now for each and every pair, search the least upper bound. For D and C, the very first point of meeting is B. B will be its join. For E and D, the very first point of meeting is D, then D will be its join. E and C, C will be its join. E and B, B will be its join. B and A, A will be its join. A and C, this one. D and A, A. E and A, A. So for each and every pair, we are able to find out the join for them. So if we are having join for each existing pair of elements in a hash diagram, we can say then that will be a join semi-lattice. Now, the main thing is lattice. What is lattice? Lattice is a combination of both meet semi-lattice and join semi-lattice. That means for each and every pair of element in a hash diagram, we have to find the meet for them and similarly the join for these existing single pairs. If we are able to find out the join and meet for each and every single element, then we will call it as a lattice. If we are unable to find anything between join or meet, then we will say that this will not be a lattice. Again, for meet, we have to find the single bottom. To prove it as a meet semi-lattice, we search for the single bottom. And for join, what we search? We have to search for the single top. If in a lattice, we are unable to find out by just seeing the hash diagram that there is not a single top or single bottom, we can definitely say that it can't be a lattice because no element is related to each other. So that's the reason we will say that this can't be a lattice. So let us first discuss about the definition of lattice. A lattice is a poset L. Poset, that means a set with having a partial relation. What is partial relation? Having three properties, that is reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive. We call that poset L under the relation less than equals to, which is comparable between the elements, in which every pair of elements has a least upper bound, that is join, and greatest lower bound, that is meet. If for every pair of elements in a poset with a relation less than equal to, if we are able to find least upper bound, or we can say join, or the greatest lower bound, that is meet, then we will call it as a lattice. Since lattice L is an algebraic system, we call this system as algebraic system with two binary operations, that is join and meet, and it is denoted by as, this is a sign for denoting a lattice or poset with L as lattice or poset with two operations, join and meet. Now let us discuss about different lattices. So what are here different lattices? We are having different we have to find whether they are lattice or not by searching the meet and join for each and every pair of element. So let us discuss about the first Hess diagram. What we have to see, we have to search for the single top and single bottom. Here we are seeing that we are not having a single top, so this can't be a lattice because we are unable to find the join here because we are not having a single top here. Again, now here we are having a single bottom also and a single top also. For now we will search for each and every pair, what will be its join or meet. So let us take A and B. For A and B, the very first point of meeting will be A, so A will be its meet. For A and B, the very first point of meeting will be B, so B will be its join. Now for BC, if we are finding the greatest lower bound or meet, we will find B as its meet, and for join we are finding the top, so C will be its join. For C and D, we can say C will be its meet and D will be its join. For A and D, D will be its join and A will be its meet. For B and D, B will be join, meet and D will be its join. So for each and every pair, we are getting the join and meet. So we can say this is a lattice. See the next figure. Now here we are not having a single top as well as not having a single bottom. So this can't definitely be a lattice. Again see here, no single top, no single bottom. So this can't be a lattice. Now see this figure. We are having a single top. Yes, we are having a single bottom. Yes. Now we have to search for each and every pair the least upper bound or greatest lower bound, that is meet and join. So let us take D and D. For D and D, the very first point of meeting is F. So F will be their join. How can we write? D and D, we are having join as F. For D and E, we are having meet. The very first point of meeting at the lowest, we are having, B. Now, E and I. For E and I, we are having H. The very first point of meeting is, so what is the join for E and H? E or I is H. What will be their meet? That is C. E and I, what is their meet? C. For B and C, we are having join as E. We are having B and C meet as A. Now, F and H, we are having join as G, and for F and H meet as E. Now D and I, we are having the very first point of joining is G. So for D and I, we are having G, and for the meet we are having A. Now, for A and B, A will be their meet and B will be their join. For D and B, meet, join. F and H, meet, join. That is, for each and every pair, we are able to find the meet and join, because there are direct links between each and every pair. So, we are able to find the meet and lattice for every single pair in this hash diagram. So, we can say this is definitely a lattice, and this is the way how we can write the join and meet for each and every pair. Again, let us search for this hash diagram. Now, for B and C, first of all check, there will be a single top, single bottom. Yes. Then for B and C, join will be D. For B and C, meet will be A. For A and D, the meet will be A. And for join, that will be D. For C and D, meet will be C, join will be D. For B and D, meet will be B and join will be D. So, it is definitely a hash diagram, lattice. Now, single top, single bottom, yes. Now, again search for it, for single top and single bottom. For B and C, join will be D. For B and C, meet will be A. For D and F, join will be E. For D and F, meet will be C. Now, for B and F, join will be E. For B and F, meet will be A. So, each and every element we are able to find the join and meet. So, this is definitely a lattice. Now, see this figure. Single top, single bottom. Yes. Now, search for each and every element. For D and E. See. For D and E. B. So, here we are getting the elements as their greatest lower bound. That can't be possible. So, for the maximum could be 1, the greatest lower bound could be 1, the least upper bound could be 1. Should be having only 1 and 1 only, the meet or join. But we are getting here 2. That means for D and E, the join will be empty. That is 5. We are unable to find. Similarly, for B and C, we are unable to find the join. See, again 2, D and E. So, this will definitely a 5. So, this can't be a lattice. Why? Because for D and E, we are unable to find the meet, and for B and C, we are unable to find the join. So, this can't be your lattice. Now, search for this figure. B, D, A and E. Single top, single bottom. For B and C, join E, meet A. For B and D, join E, meet A. For A and C, join C, meet A. For E and C, join E and meet C. For A and E, join E, meet A. So, for each and every pair, we are able to find the join and meet. So, this is a lattice. So, this is all about what is lattice, how we can search from a given hash diagram whether it is a lattice or not. What we have to search? We have to search for each and every pair of element that there should exist a meet or join for them. If for each and every pair of element we are able to find the meet and join for them, then we call it as a lattice. How we can write them? By using the 2 binary operators. For join, we are using OR operator, and for meet, we are using the AND operator. And by denoting what element will be existing for them, we can predict whether it could be a lattice or not.